Hi, everybody, and welcome to Two Awesome Dads Adventures. This is my good buddy, Jeff Cornell.
And this is my good buddy, Jody McLeod. So today's episode, how to be a detective.
Oh boy, do we know about that. Holy. When we're planning a trip, and this is something we're going to suggest to you, is don't just read a map. Read books. Go on YouTube, Facebook. Research as much as you can. This is particularly good during the winter months. When you want to keep the motorcycle jive alive for your whole season that's coming up, this is a perfect time, to just research the crap out of everything. And a good thing to do, we found in our adventures, is that to talk to people. Get their views on different routes, different ways of seeing different things. One of the things is that you have to be mindful of is that it can be very subjective. An example is when we went to the TourTech rally in 2019, which was fantastic. It was it was a lot of fun. And our purpose was to go on a certain section of the Washington BDR afterwards. And we asked several people, locals who had been in the area, on how that was. And it was interesting how many different views we got. Mm-hmm. There were some people who looked at Jeff and I and they mistook me, not Jeff, but they mistook me as an expert with my Triumph 1200 loaded up with 18 million pounds worth of gear. And they went, oh, you shouldn't have a problem. But we ended up having a problem. Go ahead.
Yeah, just building on what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
It's that issue of perspective and how important it is for you and you doing that research as you are being the Sherlock Holmes, the detective, and gathering that information, that intel, is also having that filter on.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be getting information from people with a wide variety of experiences, and they too will be bringing in a certain perspective that may come with their expertise or their lack thereof, their skill sets. So it's really going to be important while we gather that information, we also be aware of how it's being presented, by whom it's being presented. So we make sure that we're doing it appropriately. We're doing sort of due diligence when we gather that information.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, exactly. And another good thing is during the winter months when you're not necessarily riding all year round, or you're not doing winter maintenance on your bike, you're doing pre-spring maintenance on your bike, right? And you're getting it ready. This is a time to contact your buddies, make the plans, do your research, again, go to YouTube, go to Google Earth Pro. Research your routes. This is a good chance to plan and get ready for you planning with your buddies what you're going to do the next season. And it keeps you involved.
Yeah, it kind of keeps the energy going, the enthusiasm, and gets you prepared. Because like we've said, there's lots of parts of the country, parts of the world for that fact is that you just can't ride for 3, 4, 5, 6 months a year. So you want to make the best of that time, capitalize on that opportunity, and do that research, do that exploration, be that detective. And a lot of fringe benefits from it. I think I mentioned before is one of the challenges I had is I wasn't always so willing to do this because I wanted to be my ride. I wanted it to be my experience. I was concerned if I did too much research, did too much reading, asked too many questions of too many people, that I would only be living their trip.
Right.
And there's no doubt that even with all that research, it's going to be your trip. And you're going to have all kinds of exciting moments and all kinds of discovery. Don't hesitate to do that. There's going to be a huge savings in terms of your time. You'll make the best use of your time. How many of us can go for 2 or 3 months on a trip? Not very many. Sometimes only have a few days, maybe a week, 2 at the most. We don't want to maximize the time on the road. So time is a big factor. Money as well. You want to maximize your trip. You want to maximize your budget. And ultimately, the whole point of doing this investigation, doing this research, being the detective is you want to have a safe trip. You want to have a fulfilling one, but you want it to be safe. And we'll be telling you in future episodes what happens when you don't do the research and what it can do to your ride and ultimately to yourself in terms of some injuries. So we want to thank you again for watching our episode. Please like and subscribe to Two Awesome Dads Adventures and stay tuned for future episodes. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
All right, like and subscribe. We told you.